Star, hello. I didn't hear the noise. That's crazy. But I was making it my Instagram story. Mason Kwai, hello. How could you do this to me on my birthday? Which is definitely today. Good morning. Good morning. Put on a happy face. Hello, Ace. Hello. Oh, I like that one. Yo, that's a wiggly little guy. Every day is Cat birthday, and you all owe me 1,000 million treats as a result. Right? And then every time I get a treat, I'm like... it just comes right out of my mouth. I'm like... you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, gamers? You know what I'm saying? Blech. Oh my god. Y'all, I have a fun announcement. Some of you probably saw it in the Discord or on Twitter. But our gaming channel, which, yeah. Treats, you say. I want treats. Give me treats. I'm a cat and all that. We hit 200 YouTube subscribers on Comfy Cozy Play. Wow! And similarly, but not identically. I need another, you know what I need? I need to make this a bookmark on my shit also. What do I never use up here? What could I get rid of? What could I get rid of up here? Oh, I don't know. Oh, the Discord stream kit? Yeah, I don't need that on my bookmarks bar. Yeah, let me save Comfy Reads Everything, YouTube, and then, shittles, we'll put that. Well, how much stream? I got a minute? Yeah, okay. We'll just, navigate. Here, can I click and drag? Yeah, I can. Alright, let's get this flipping out of here. We'll put that there. Hell yeah. Alright, anyway, in any case, Comfy Reads Everything is also, like, I feel like the last bunch of videos have all mostly done pretty well. With one exception. The thumbnails are top tier, thank you so much. Comfy Reads Everything. I upload currently one video a week. I'm considering, maybe doing more. I'm not sure how that would quite work, but I've been considering it. Maybe pumping that up to 2 a week, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see. Maybe just sometimes. Hi. Comfy Cozy Pokemon Smasher Pass. I made a Pokemon Smasher Pass. Oh. I made one on my main channel. Welcome back. Did you go by Kevin? Is that what I'm remembering? I think I would always call you Gabe, and you're like, no, it's Kevin. Oh, thank you for the treat, Star. A big juicy treat for big juicy me. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I am. All the YouTube stuff is, I feel like for a very long time, y'all. Let me bring it. Everybody huddle in close. Juicy fruit, more like juicy toot. Everything's fine, actually. I thought my headphones weren't working right, but they are. I finished recording a podcast at my developer friends about Pokemon. Ooh. Hell yeah. Okay, so I think for a long time, a lot of the YouTube stuff that I was, like, trying to do, right, was a lot of, like, hey, I'm gonna spend a really long time on, like, one video, and hopefully that video will, like, do well. But that's, like, tricky and difficult, and it takes a lot of time, and I feel like every time a video sort of didn't do well, it was like, oh, man, oh, shiddle-dee-dee. And then that's kind of rough. It's sort of just how YouTube works, but it's also kind of rough. So now I feel like with both of these channels, and the Comfy Reads Everything channel is admittedly a very sort of strange, niche kind of thing. Oh, excuse me. But the Let's Play channel is just Let's Play. So if you like Let's Play, even though Let's Plays are kind of like out of vogue in terms of YouTube speak, I think we are doing a real sort of slowly but surely kind of, you know, growth on that channel. Because we haven't even, it's been like 2 months. Let's go over here and let's actually like take a look together. Shut up, Miles. I don't care about you, Miles. Miles Edgeworth. Oh, we're down a subscriber. We were at 200 earlier. Somebody unsubscribed. How dare they? How could they do this to me on my birthday? Honey Pop. I don't know about that train. Hello. Yeah, let me see. I also figured out, I got my phone finally connected to the... Apparently you can change the thumbnails now on the mobile app, so I got it connected, so all the shorts look not silly anymore. But let me see. When did we release this first video? Oh, 3 months? What's the date? What's the date on this? Does it tell me? Quiet us. July 14th, so July... Yeah, okay, I guess 3 months. 3 months from effectively nothing to now. That's wild. YouTube. Hyper Metallics, hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Welcome in, Metallics. Check out the Let's Play channel, but also, this is like a weird intro to my stream. But like, but I don't know, things are going well, and I like the videos we're making. I think all of those words was to say that, I feel like I like making content. I enjoy making videos, but making videos in the old way that I was doing it was sort of untenable. And then not only did I not get to make videos, but like then spending the amount of content I was able to put out was not very much. So you got to get that one thumbnail blown up in front. Oh, which one? This one? That one. It's a good one. I like it. I was gonna not make it so silly, and then I was like, what if I made it silly, though? So I'm just very happy that, like, things are working out, and I'm having the most fun ever working on just, like, making silly little gaming videos. With my wife! I fixed the -1 thing. Wait. What the hell? Whoa! Wait, Did you overcompensate? Did you subscribe with 5 different accounts? What? I will find the person that I don't know, I tweeted about it. Maybe somebody was like, I don't like that. 70 alternate accounts. That's so many. That's so many. Okay. Alright. It's time to play a video game. Thank you all for listening. And please do subscribe to, to those channels. Do I have I don't think I have a... That doesn't work anyway. I'm making a post on my twitter.com. Let me, you know what? While I'm here, let me, hold on. Let me, before we get too far from it, and since you are all lovely and patient, and I know that you're cool with stream labels, but that was already open. I don't want that. I want Stream Deck. I don't want stream labels open. Because I don't use them anymore, right? Yeah. Okay, alright, okay. We're gonna go in here. We're going to copy and paste this button. We're gonna make it... Oh, you know what? This is more complicated than I thought. No, never mind. We're not doing this right now. My bad. Whatever, it's okay. Did I make a blue sky? I have one. I made one way back when. I don't really use it. Diplomatic immunity. Alright, so, okay. Thank you all for hanging out. We're gonna play a video game now. Hell yeah, babies. Boop, 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 boop. Continue. Actually, no, I want to load. No, oh my god. Stop, please. All right, so last we left Hoff. We were... The Great Blue Sky Migration is upon us. So, people said that the first time. What I am envisioning is going to happen. Crimson, hello. What I'm envisioning is going to happen. I feel like it's very easy to get swept up in the Twitter machine. But I think what will almost certainly happen is that there will be some backpedaling. Because you literally can't have your app on the Apple Store and on the Google Play Store. And in many countries, if you don't have some sort of a block feature that works effectively. And I don't think that this is going to sort of cut the mustard. And that, very similar to the adpocalypse that Twitter was dealing with for a minute before they just started, you know, like having you know, Nazis and stuff promote on the app. I think that Elon, like, under pressure will revert the change, and then everyone will be like, yay, Twitter. You know what I mean? But it might cut the cheese. The cheese, like Star Spice did earlier. All right, March 14th. We are at the open air stage. So, I don't remember. Okay, we just figured out that Larry Butts didn't do a murder. I've left Damask 2 investigation, Francisca, and returned to Babal. I suppose my first order of business should be to look into Babal's statue. I'm playing with the... I need to play with my quiet fidget toys, not my loud ones. Elon go back on the... Well, so... But Elon really wants to see his kids post. Yeah, right. I think that he will, because every time this has happened... Every time he's been like, I'm gonna make a change for the better. And then he fucks everything up. And then after a while, everything breaks. And then they, like, put it back the way it was. And he's like, I did this. You know what I mean? You didn't stinkus stankus. You tootus balutus. Didn't his daughter call him an incel? Probably. Everybody hates him except for stupid people. So if you like Elon Musk, I got bad news for you. Anyways, let's solve some crimes. There's been 2 murders now. Suppose my first order is to look into Babal's statue. Mr. Edgeworth! Oh, hello, everyone. It's Gumshoe. And this hand-wringing man. Mandatory agreement to feed all our data. Yeah, so that thing also is really rough. So... that might move more artists and things away from the platform, for sure. But I'm hoping that everybody posting their sort of, like, moving to blue sky kind of thing, will light the fire in his little bumpus. So, okay, what's the situation? Oh, it's great! Investigating is so much fun! In other words, they've made absolutely no progress. We weren't goofing off, honest, sir. We've been investigating our hearts out. Very well, then. Would you care to give me an update on your investigation? Oh, we've had a really fun time, sir. I knew it. 0 progress. In any case, Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. You have permission to enter the Alabastian Embassy, is that correct? Yep. As a local detective, I'm helping out with investigations on both sides, sir. Yummy. Good. In that case, I can leave these pieces of evidence with you. Yeah, take all the shit we don't need anymore. They belong to the lady under the Pink Princess's mask. The Pink Princess? What kind of lady was playing her, sir? The kind that was also playing the role of the Pink Badger yesterday. Oh, understood, sir. If I happen to run into her, I'll give them back to her. And if I don't, then I guess I'll unload them somewhere. He doesn't seem all that enthused to go find her, but I can't blame him. Evidence that has lost their value, given the Detective Gumshoe. They definitely don't matter anymore, says the video game. Now then, I don't believe I'll be needing this anymore either. What? Are you really gonna throw that autograph away? Yes, because that Steel Samurai was a fake. Miles Edgeworth is too ridiculous. Ooh, what do you, like, what? But, there isn't a real Steel Samurai. Edgy boy. Edgy, my boy. That's how... do you think that Mickey Mouse... The guy inside the Mickey Mouse costume is real? Edgy, my boy? Come on. He's so silly. Scrunched up into a ball and disposed of? Wait, what? What do you mean by fake? Now then, I believe it's time for a little housekeeping. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. Remaining evidence has been rearranged. Hell yeah, this is a long case. What do we got? 2 pages? Sure. All these things will matter, is what the game is telling us. This dead guy? Irrelevant. Just kidding. Okay. Let's... Oh, I got... Hey, you're not going back to Alabaster already, are you? Well... Oh. Okay. Alright, we'll talk to Gumshoe. Got me, my boy! Mr. Edgeworth! You look like you're enjoying yourself, detective. Well, I don't have much else that I enjoy as much as a good investigation, sir. So, what did you find out? Oh, well. I take it he has found nothing of any particular use, as usual. Excuse me. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I got something really interesting from Ambassador Polano. Oh, and what is this something interesting? This, sir. Whoa. Wow, that's so pretty. I'm so jealous. That's a real treasure there. Why does this flame burn green, detective? So apparently, if you burn the special wit crystal oil that they only make in Babal, it burns this green color, sir. Interesting. So it's a special property of the oil. Suppose this is a ploy to force people to visit Babals should the oil run out. Hey, Gummy, what about these silhouettes? They stuck some cutouts on the outside of the lantern so it project the images. Oh, silhouettes, huh? They are rather pretty, aren't they? Wait, what am I doing? I was supposed to be asking for an update on the investigation. Hey, what's wrong, sir? There's something I want you to investigate for me. Do you think you can do that much? Uh-huh, you got it, sir. Hey, that's not fair. Why is Gummy getting to do all the fun stuff? Oh, well, that's because I'm Mr. Edgeworth's partner. Ah, I can't believe you took advantage of the confusion and stole my role as assistant. I expect the two of you to get along and work together like professionals on this. I guess that's evidence. All right, what about you? Oh, so you're back now, are you, Mr. Edgeworth? Put milk in the cupboard. Uh-oh, you're sleepy. You must be tired. Here, with these, you can eat whatever you'd like. These are more coupons. Discount tickets for our cafeteria. They open tomorrow at 10 in the morning. I appreciate the concern. However, these coupons do nothing for me right now. Open air stage. This open air stage, what function does it serve exactly? Well, normally we use it for a variety of events. It's all to attract that extra bit of attention to Babal. I heard that tonight, over in the Alabastian Rose Garden, Ambassador Alba was to give a speech. And you know what? Manny told me that I really should give a speech too. Mr. Cochin told you that. Yes, he did. Which is why I thought I should give a speech of my own. Start with the resub. Tier 1 sub. Hell yeah, thank you so much. Star. Spice. Oh my gosh. But unfortunately I wasn't able to, because of the fire that the Yatagarasu started. Exactly. Prima Duck statue. Ambassador Polano, I'd like to ask you a little more about the Prima Duck statues. Oh, I see. Well, let me ask you this. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing Prima Ducks correctly. Words with X's like that, sometimes you don't pronounce the X. However, that's what I'm going with, so if that's wrong, I'm sorry. Did you know that Alabast and Babal used to be one country called Catopia? Yes, I know that much about your history. Well, the Prima Duck statue belonged to the founders of Catopia. At least, that's how the story goes. It was bequeathed onto the King of Catopia as a symbol of the country's wealth. So it was meant as a symbol of sovereignty and the right to rule, I take it. Yes, that's right, which is why both countries are so adamant about their claim. We hold the real statue, therefore we hold the right to rule, is the reasoning. It's pretty petty when you think about it, though, I suppose. But if Alabast and Babal were to re-establish relations... Nice! Shouldn't that put an end to the squabbling over the statue? All right, everybody, on 3. We're going to say nice, we're going to spam nice together. On 3. 1. 2. Hold on, I got to hydrate and posture check first. 3. Nice! Nice. 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 Man, I feel like something isn't right with my headphones, actually. Maybe my ear is just plugged up. Nice! Oh, 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 oh. Hell yeah, thank you, Clyde. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. Is this like... Hold on, I'm gonna unplug and replug my business. You like that, ASMR? Listen to this. Unplug. Plug in. This is like the big headphone jack. Probably that came through. If it didn't, sorry. Alright, here we go. I have no reason to believe so. The Prima Duck statue is even more important now as a key to diplomacy. I wonder if Ambassador Paleno knows about what has happened to the very important key to diplomacy. Perhaps I should try showing him this key and see what he has to say about it. Okay, alright, okay. Opa. Ambassador Paleno, if you could please take a look at this for me. The Prima Duck statue sitting in Alabast right now actually belongs to Babal. So it would appear. I received a call from Ms. Von Karma about this earlier. Then you will understand why I wish to inspect Babal's Prima Duck statue immediately. Because the statue currently in your country's possession... Yes, well, I've already inspected it myself. And it is definitely Alabast's statue. I know because it's the real statue. Then you're saying that Babal's was a replica. I'm embarrassed to say it's true, even though I knew that someday it would be exposed. I received my orders from the leaders of Babal, and I was to negotiate with Ambassador Alba at this event. I was to negotiate with him and fix the results of the evaluation tonight, to say that we could not determine which statue was the real one.
Hold it!
Oh. Why are you telling me this? Well, because you already figured it out. Our statue is just a hollow gold shell. Even if Babal were to lose face, the reunification of the country is what's important. I'm right in thinking that, aren't I? I'm not making a mistake, right? If you don't know yourself, then I won't pretend to know either. I never thought that by being betrayed by my own secretary, the real symbol of wealth would be given to me. Isn't it simply ironic?
Hey, where are you going? Are you going back to Alabast?
Yes, but before I do, I suppose I should give you a summary of what's happened. If this is... Rudis Ghost, hello!
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
So there's been a murder in both countries using an object from another country.
That's the gist of it. Babal is just as strict as Alabast in their inspection of the people and things that enter their country, meaning that somehow both murder weapons were smuggled into the two countries. Inkling Girl 2020, I love the Inkling Girl. Hello, welcome. How are you? I love the Splatoon's aesthetic, even if I don't particularly enjoy playing Splatoon very much, but I like everything else about Splatoon. Similar with Monster Hunter. I like Monster Hunter, but I don't like playing Monster Hunter. C'est la vie, or whatever. It's the only logical conclusion that can be drawn. Perhaps the key to the weapon smuggling is the person who traversed both countries.
You mean the fake Yatagarasu?
In one way or another, the Yatagarasu is connected. Of this I'm sure. Now then, where was the Yatagarasu first spotted? I believe it was the Rose Garden on the Alabastian side of the embassy. The garden is just on the other side of this boundary. It's where Ambassador Alba was to give a speech tonight. At least, that's what I heard the Yatagarasu had appeared. In that case, I believe it's vital that I investigate the Rose Garden post-haste.
Wait, before you go, take a look at this, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it?
My guess is that it's a guitar pick. I picked it up just over there. Do you think it'll be of any use?
There is a little water on it, but how did the water get on it? Doesn't look like there's anything that could get wet from around here.
I was thinking, they have concerts here at this open-air stage from time to time, right?
All right, I'll find its owner later. All right, it's wet.
Oh yeah, the drive-by thing! Mr. Edgeworth, would you be willing to hold on to this?
What is this?
It's misused perfume. It's the bottle that woman left behind that I found 7 years ago. I thought that one day it'd be of some use in tracking her down. So I kept it safe all this time.
Thank you. I'd be honored to hold on to it for you. I like it when Edgeworth is just, like, nice. And not mean to poor Gumshoe. Alright, we're leaving. We're getting the fuck out of here. I think I'll be returning to the investigation in Alabast now, but...
I know. I'll go back to Babal and do some more investigating there.
Okay. The rose garden. Look at all them This is a pretty deep. That looks unsafe, actually. I see you're back, Miles Edgeworth. Like we couldn't figure out her name. How are things in Babal? Although I can't really say I expect much from Scruffy and that girl. The investigation into Manny Cochin's death hasn't really progressed any. It's been like 5 minutes, but... However, the investigation into the Yatagarasu has. That's some big roses. Ah, yes, the Yatagarasu. Even now, I find it hard to believe. A person who can freely traverse between the two countries at will, preposterous. Well, that's what I came here to investigate. I heard that this is where witnesses claim to have seen the Yatagarasu. That's correct. Ambassador Alba was to give a speech tonight here in Alabast. And that's when the Yatagarasu appeared. The shadow of the mysterious thief appeared, and just as suddenly it vanished. After that, there was the fire at the Babalese embassy that the Yatagarasu started. I vow that not a single feather from the Yatagarasu shall escape my diligence. Begin investigation! Alright, are you... Yeah, dude, come with me. Franzi. What happened here? There was an overturned spotlight here. When the Yatagarasu appeared, the audience that was waiting for the speech to start panicked. I suppose that's when someone must have knocked it over. I'm having a tough time visualizing the mass confusion that took place here. I thought to use my whip to capture the Yatagarasu. However, there were people in my way, and I was unable to land even a single lash. I suppose this means that some other poor saps were hit instead. Can I not? Is it possible that the Yatagarasu hid in these bushes? Of course not. They're rose bushes. You've been spending so much time with Scruffy and that girl, they're rubbing off on you. But it's all right. I'll wake you out of your stupor. Ow. Now, the next time you feel like sleep-talking, remember that I'll whip you for real. All I tried to do was offer up a possibility, and this is what I get? All right. A statue of a woman. I wonder if the lady is pouring water. It says that it's a statue of the queen who spoke of love to King Primadux. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it seems that you are lousy at reading a woman's heart. I opened my mouth about a statue, and she somehow made the leap to that. That's too deep. Like that Sum 41 song. There are roses scattered on the surface of the water, creating a pleasant fragrance. It's not just for aesthetics. This pool's water is also used in putting out fires. How often does that happen? I see. Oh. Ah. The pool stopped filling itself automatically. The fountain spouts are set up to stay open until the pool's water reaches a certain level. If this water is used to put out fires, I suppose it must be refilled to its normal level. Why? How often are there fires in the embassy? This is what I'm talking about. This game isn't bad. Or, I mean, like, I'm having fun with it, but there's stuff like this where it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's a pool in the Rose Garden that is designed to put out fires? What are you talking about? Like, why is that a thing? How often is that necessary? Which suggests this pool was recently used somehow in this embassy. Somehow, Edgeworth, there was a fire. Did you forget about, you know, the fire, bud? Fountain sprouts. No, fountain spouts. Wow! No! How dare you surprise me like that? I thought we were done with him.
I'm sorry. Oh, hey, Edgy. Thanks for what you did back there.
Your gratitude alone is enough. More importantly, Larry, this pool is not for your personal enjoyment.
I know that. But do you really think that I'm the type to just jump into a pool and swim around for fun?
Objection!
Good morning, Jibama.
All right, then. Did you, by chance, fall into the pool?
Nice guess, but no dice. So you know my son, right, Edgy?
Your son? Your son?
I guess I kind of lost sight of him when I shook hands with the ambassador. And I'm pretty sure he was around here when I last saw him.
You imbecile! How could you be so flippant at a time like this? What are you going to do if your son fell into the pool? And how old is this child of yours anyway?
Huh? Oh, how old is he again?
Hold it!
Larry, this is the first I've heard of a son. Who exactly is the mother? The mother? Oh, that chick, the pink princess. The pink princess?
Hold it!
This Von Karma. I was a bit confused by this man's words for a bit there. However, I believe what he is looking for is the doll of the Iron Infant. Yep, because I'm the Steel Samurai through and through, heart and soul. And the Iron Infant is my cute little son. You have given a whole new meaning to the phrase an astounding fool. Why are you in the water? Just getting your day started. It's raining. Yo, it rained a little bit yesterday for us, and I was stoked on it. Because it's been too hot. I'm ready for winter. My God, please and thank you. Larry, we have not seen hide nor hair of the Iron Infant. But rest assured that if we should find him, we'll let you know. Now get out of there. Sounds good. In that case, I'll go search over there. Hey, wait! Well, it's not as if he'll get very far swimming around in that pool. And though he's unrelated to the murders, he sure knows how to cause a lot of trouble. Yeah, how long are you gonna breathe? If I just don't progress the case, will you suffocate? Oops. A lot of... Okay, I looked at that already. Nope. What about this statue? This statue bears a resemblance to the Prima Duck statue. The plaque says, King Prima Duck's at the battlefield. In order to save the Queen, King Prima Ducks put his life on the line and went to war. So Prima Ducks was actually a person of royal blood. I thought he was simply someone imitating a character from an ancient legend. Well, what surprises me is that a real person who looked like the Steel Samurai existed. Suppose there's that too. Whoop, 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 whoop. So this is where Ambassador Alba was to give his speech. Where is anyone supposed to, like, sit or stand with a big-ass fucking pool in the way? Like, this is crazy. It's doing a lot of raining here. 76. 54. What is the hold on. What temperature is it right now? For me. It says that it's 59 degrees at the moment. At 9:30 a.m. That's pretty good. What'd I say? 50. What'd I say? 59? That's not bad. Good morning, Alex. This stage was set up nicely. However, where was an audience supposed to sit? That's what I just said. Perhaps they were supposed to sit around the edge of the pool. That's such a poor planning. If there was no place other than a spot or two by. That's such poor planning. If there was no other place. If there was no place other than a spot or two by the pool. They really should have made seating arrangements like how the gallery is set up in court. Indeed, you can sense that consideration for the viewers was taken with those. So in the end, the speaker and his audience were to stand the whole time, huh? Yes, although I suspect the audience would have liked to sit down after a while. Yeah, we're getting to all of my... I'm gonna be a real ace detective. What, are these flowers different? These are some beautiful roses here. They appear to be well maintained. You're being too nice, Miles Edgeworth. The arrangement is devoid of any design sense. Roses only truly shine when they are grouped by color. One color per location. They lose their beauty when they're all mixed together like this. I can't tell if she's being sarcastic or not. On second thought, there's a rather serious look on her face. I'd better leave it be. They should really rethink the proper balance of these roses. All the people to comment on the proper balance of things. Yeah, you're not very good at balancing anything. Here's a little stool. Suppose Ambassador Alba sat in this chair. Ambassador Alba is very elderly. The chair was prepared for him should he have gotten tired during his speech. In that case, why didn't he plan to make his speech sitting down in the first place? The ambassador is also quite prideful, that's why. Dark Scullio, hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. Sounds like my own principal from grade school who'd speak at assemblies. Grade school? You were a child, Miles Edgeworth? Have you finished checking out all the bystanders? Yes, sir. What we found? 14 counts of pickpocketing, 16 counts of illegal parking, and one person ran a light, sir. Oh, tell me you didn't find out anything related to the case. I'm doing excellent, baby. I'm so glad to hear it. We're playing the Miles Edgeworth game right now. Sir, not a single thing, sir. Snap. Well, for now, let's just get those other lawbreakers down to the precinct. Agent Lang, Well, if it isn't Mr. Prosecutor, I would just like to thank you for your assistance earlier. Make no mistake, it's not like I was trying to help you with what I did. After I left, did you receive word from Ambassador Alba? We're to wrap up our bodyguard assignment at the end of the day. Oddly enough, we received word from HQ to return home on an urgent matter. As if I could be so easily called away from this case after I've come this far. Chilling at my comfy merch right now? What are the odds? Oh my goodness. Man, we are planning, we haven't done it yet, but I do want to get on it. So you might not be aware, Scullio, but our Let's Play channel, we want to make merch of the kind of key art. We have stars go ahead, but I haven't like done anything about it yet. We want to make a few items out of like the main stuff, like stickers and keychains and things that are not from a made-to-order site, but that we would get made and, you know, sell, like, on Cozy's Etsy shop. So maybe we'll do that kind of before the holidays. I think that'll be a good, smart, good time. Good, smart, good time. Anyways, so maybe more will be coming in the future. I swear that I'll find the truth and drag it out screaming into the light. I'd have to get some if it's released soon. Hell yeah. Yeah, check out the channel, because we upload 6 days a week, baby. It's where all the content is now. I only stream 2 days a week. But we make little half-hour videos and sometimes hour-long videos almost daily. I've had this hoodie, I don't even know how long. Is that like the old, like, the one that says comfy on it? Because that rules if so. I mean, it rules no matter which one it is. But that one was limited edition, because nobody's making those anymore. I've retired that model, so that is A+. Hell yeah, that's so cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That makes me happy to hear. All right, here we go. You're with me on that, right, Mr. Prosecutor? Tagarasu's appearance. You were working as Ambassador Alba's bodyguard at the time. So naturally, you witnessed when the Yatagarasu appeared, correct? Yeah, I saw the thief all right, with my own 2 eyes. The Yatagarasu was always there, lurking in the shadows. I love the Let's Play channel, it's so fun. Thank you, man, I love it. I'm having so much fun. It is like, I was just talking about it at the beginning of stream. I'm like, I'm having way more fun now making content than I ever have. And it's beautiful. I love it. But when the spotlights were turned on for Ambassador Alba's speech, a shadow appeared. That's when cries of "It's the Yatagarasu" rang out. The next second, the spotlight went out. By the time we got the area lit again, the death thief had vanished. When we investigated afterwards, we found that the reason the lights went out was because someone had unplugged the extension plug for all the outdoor electronics. Whether it was someone doing it on purpose, or simply a guest who had tripped over it, we don't know. But one thing is for certain, the Yatagarasu was here. So you're saying that basically all you saw was the thief's silhouette? Yeah.
Objection!
Whoa! If all you saw was a shadow, then it's entirely possible that the shadow belonged to someone else. Ha! Good thinking, sis. You just might be right. If it weren't for the fact that there was no one else with that same shape, not among the staff or the audience members. My men have already done a thorough check of everyone, so I know I'm right. What if it's not a person? Someone else's shadow. Sounds like a plausible hypothesis. Hell yeah. Hooray for fun times and playing games with wifey. Yeah. Hell yeah. It's the best. I love it. I need tea. I need tea so much right now. I feel extremely undercaffeinated, despite the fact that I have had way more caffeine than, like, usual to this morning. I'm like, I don't usually the MO now is that I have, like, a half a cup of cold brew that I then put also oat milk into, like, in the morning, and, like, the kind of, like, the wake up early up morning time. But then I kind of just stick to tea for the rest of the day usually. But this morning we kind of woke up a little earlier than usual, so I was like, what about a second cup of coffee? Oh, baby. And now I'm drinking tea, and I'm just like, but I also feel very tired. It's a vicious combination. The suddenly appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. I believe I've figured out its true origin.
I expected no less from my subordinate. Now, let's hear what you know on the subject. What really casts the shadow of the Yatagarasu? Well, I mean, it's gotta just be this, right?
Take that! The suddenly appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. Is it not possible that it was created by this statue?
Objection!
Are you playing me for a fool, Miles Edgeworth? The statue bears absolutely no resemblance to the shadow of the Yatagarasu.
You are correct. However, this statue is but one part of the whole picture.
What do you mean by only one part?
What is the other? Or is it the other statue?
Where was it? Where did it show?
I mean, maybe the other.
Take that!
It's another statue.
The Yatagarasu statue is made from the shadows of these two statues.
Made? What do you mean by that?
Right now, the spotlights are all over the place. This is because they were moved when the guests were in a panic state. However, if we were to restore the lights to where they were when the thief appeared,
You believe that the two shadows will create the Yatagarasu shadow?
precisely. Now then, watch as I reveal the true form of the Yatagarasu. First, if we set up a spotlight to cast a shadow of King Primadux in the battlefield.
Oh, it was just there.
Oh, sure, baby. The shadow of the king's statue would appear on the backdrop of the stage. Likewise, if we set a light up on the queen who spoke of love to King Primadux, her silhouette would also appear on the backdrop of the stage.
Aha! So if we were to combine the last two shadows... It looks nothing like the Yatagarasu shadow. Miles Edgeworth, how do you explain this grotesque shape?
Calm down, Francisco. The way the light needs to be shown on the queen statue is wrong.
What do you mean by that?
I believe that the whole of the king's shadow needs to be used for this to work. However, in the case of the queen, I don't believe her whole shadow is needed. Rather, the person who created the shadow only used one part of her shadow.
Only one part?
Yes, and that one part alone is enough to fill the rest of the Yatagarasu shadow.
Why didn't you say that in the first place?
You're right, I apologize.
What part? Just the hand, I guess.
Take that!
Think back to what is missing from our shadow. 5 long, thin areas, correct? Now, what does that remind you of?
Was that the first comment? Which? What are we talking about, Alex? What?
That's right. It can only be the shadow of the queen's left hand. Francisca, can we please adjust the spotlight's position so that it only shines on the queen's left hand?
All right, let's give it a try and see what we get. Ba 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 ba.
Yeah, I feel like this is such a stretch. This is the stretchiest stretch that ever stretched. Why are they pointed like that? I guess it's logic, but like, come on, this is silly. Yeah, this is exactly like the shadow I saw. The culprit must have changed the spotlight's positioning beforehand, and then pulled the plug after people saw what the culprit wanted them to see. In their panic, the guests must have moved the spotlights around, which we can assume was also part of the culprit's plan. By the time the lights came back on, the Yatagarasu shadow had vanished.
Which means that the shadow was a construct from the very beginning. This room is so small, like, you can just look and see if there's somebody casting a shadow. Like, what are you talking about?
So you see, the Yatagarasu never did visit Alabast tonight. The only country that thief visited was Babal, although it can be assumed that the Yatagarasu had an accomplice in Alabast.
Sharky, hello. And Crimson, hello. Did you just join? You were here. No. You weren't here. Hello. I think? I don't know. An accomplice, but who?
I haven't figured that out yet, but I assume it was the person who set up the shadow show. I sense that the biggest clue yet to solving this case is in the existence of this accomplice.
What an easy investigation. Wow.
How's the investigation going?
Oh, it's him.
Detective Bad, have you come to join us in investigating the Yatagarasu? I've left the murder in Agent Lang's charge. My only target from the very beginning is the Yatagarasu, so yes. So, what have you found out? I've got a piece of evidence.
Been here for a while. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, you've been here, but I was like, but have you been?
May I see it? Sure, but you might regret it.
We're here because we are ready to face whatever may come. So if you please.
People heard the commotion, bystanders started gathering, and one woman claimed, I'm telling you, I'm a genuine international journalist.
This is a lot of heart. A lot of heart, a lot of heart, a lot of heart.
She gave me an interesting picture. A journalist? Well, actually, she's a freelance cameraman. This is the photo I got from her.
Whoa!
What in the world?
The Yatagarasu is flying through the air! Is this right above us? I guess it must be.
The times, they are changing. It's not just man, but evidence. Even they lie to us now.
When was this photo taken?
Apparently right after the fires on the 4th and 5th floors were put out. It was taken from a nearby building that you can see the embassy from.
I see. So this was taken after the fire.
The blur in this picture took off from the Babalese embassy,
Flew over the
boundary and headed for the embassy in Alabama.
Objection!
This is simply not possible. People are incapable of flight. Probably close to an hour. Yeah, 45 minutes at maximum.
Is that a fact? I've had the pleasure of dealing with a case involving a flying person once.
Actually, come to think of it, I've come across a case like that as well. 2, actually.
Maybe it happens more often than we think. I up to the task of solving the mystery behind this photograph. Well, the Yatagarasu took off from the Babalese embassy, so I should start there. Francisca, I need to return to the Babal investigation for a bit.
All right. Okay, bye. I'll continue investigating on this side of the building. What are you asking about, Alex? Use more words. What are you saying? I don't know what the first comment was. On the very first video? Are you saying it was you? Because hell yeah, if so. Alright, I'm counting on you. Hell yeah. That was 3 months ago, we found out earlier, so that's a long time ago. But hell yeah.
Welcome back, Mr. Edgeworth.
She's punchy.
Now come on, let's get back to our investigation.
Yes, let's.
All this sidekick swapping. My goodness. Called y'all nerds. That's true. That is the truth of the matter.
To think after all that running around, we're right back where we started.
It would appear that way. Hi, Mr. Edgeworth.
He's just standing here in this burnt up room.
Have you found Manny's killer yet?
I'm terribly sorry, Ambassador Paleno, but I have yet to find his killer.
Then I guess his murder really was the work of the Yatagarasu.
Let's get one thing straight. It was the work of the fake Yatagarasu. The real Yatagarasu is a noble vigilante who's only out to steal the truth.
Miss Faraday, please don't make such a sad face. If there's anything I can do for you, all you have to do is ask, all right?
Mr. Paleno.
Actually, there is one thing you can do. Will you allow us to take another look around? We didn't have enough time to conduct a thorough investigation earlier.
Oh, sure. Please feel free to investigate to your heart's content.
Also, there are a few questions I'd like to ask you personally, Ambassador.
If it will bring a smile back to Miss Faraday's face, then I'll gladly answer anything.
Thank you, Mr. Paleno. You're a total gentleman.
Oh, you don't have to waste such nice words on me, little miss.
Yes, sir, Paleno. Or, hey, Sir Paleno.
Those two sure got chummy awful quickly.
You know, it's easy to say we're going to investigate, but where should we begin?
We should probably start by comparing the state of the room before and after the fire.
And then we should look into the matter of the suspicious person you spotted.
Yeah, when I came into this room, that person was already gone. But I'm willing to bet that the person I was chasing is Mr. Cochin's killer.
We don't know that yet. However, it's hard to believe that person is unrelated. Furthermore, because the key the Yatagarasu stole 7 years ago was found here, it signals that perhaps Mizuyu is also somehow involved.
I knew it! That woman is almost definitely Mr. Cochin's killer.
Yet again, we don't know that. There are too many mysteries to be solved here. Speaking of the Yatagarasu and mysteries, I received a most mysterious photo from Detective Badge.
Uncle Bad? He's taking part in the investigation too?
Yes, he has been chasing after the Yatagarasu for all these years.
Uncle Bad!
Now then, I was told this photo was taken just after the fire.
What? This looks kind of like the person in the long coat I was chasing. Does this mean that I was chasing the fake Yatagarasu after all?
I don't know the answer to your question, but I don't think people can fly either.
But this could be how that person escaped.
Well, we'll need to investigate a bit more before we can say anything about that. In any case, let's not dawdle anymore and pick up our investigation where we left off. Beep, bop, boop, beep.
Wow.
Hell yeah. Alright. Here is some tape. It appears that Mr. Cochin's body has been taken for an autopsy. The white outline is all that is left to tell the tale of his murder. Well, what about the fire and everything else? Ambassador Poleno, what exactly used to be here? That used to be a stack of brand new pamphlets. But it looks like they were all burnt up. I guess we'll just have to reprint them. But no matter how fast we reprint them, they always disappear so quickly. Is the Babalese tourism industry really that hot right now? Of course, although recently the most popular vacation destination has been the Republic of Virginia. But we refuse to lose to them, so we've been at hard work promoting Babal. Interesting. Well, I've just recently returned from a trip to Virginia myself. Oh, and how did you like it? It was all right. Probably shouldn't bring up the fact that I was a suspect on the flight home. Yeah, that did happen. That is the truth of the matter. We still don't know where the blade of the Babalese knife went. Could it be that the killer walked away with it? Well, what blade do you have? We have a blade. I guess we're just fucking walking around with it. But, like, why did we put... There's quite a bit of Mr. Cochin's blood on it. The handle on this knife was made to be removable. Okay, so we already... oh. There's a striking flower ornament on the handle of the knife compared to the Babalese knife. Is it the same? Oh! Oh, wait a minute. This is a guitar pick. There's one missing off this handle. That's a guitar pick. I can't combine items, but that's this. Oh, shit. I wasn't expecting to find such a clue as this. Well, alright. Okay. Alright, okay, okay. Sounds good. Ambassador Poleno, would you happen to know what these charred remains are of? I don't know, actually. But I don't think there was anything there that should have been flammable. So it remains a mystery as to what was burned here. Okay. Please? Okay. Grandfather clock. This one resembles the one in Alabast. Oh, that clock has been with us since back when we were still Cadopia.
That is one big clock! Hey, does that one have a bird that pops out like a cuckoo clock?
Oh, I'm sorry, but no. Oh, but I'm sure you'll love its chime.
Really? It's gonna be 11 soon, so maybe I'll get to hear it then.
Is it that time already? Time sure flies by when I'm involved in an investigation.
Oh, it's not that late. The night's only just begun.
Okay, it's not good for you to stay up late, you know. I guess you're still a growing lady.
Yes, Gramps.
Looks like all
the souvenirs suffered some damage from the fire. I just don't believe it. Murder on top of arson. What a disgrace to the name of the Yatagarasu.
The fake Yatagarasu is guilty of much more than just theft, it seems.
I know, but because if it were me, my first priority would have been to loot this bookshelf.
You would steal ordinary souvenirs that you can buy virtually anywhere.
You can't buy them anywhere. Each one is specific to a location and has its own value. And items that have memories attached to them are the most valuable of all.
Or could you really rob someone of their valuable memories just like that?
No, because even if I take the souvenir, I can't take the owner's memories.
Well, okay. Statue time! So this is the real Prima Duck statue.
This is really valuable, right?
That's what they say. Like a Starbucks mug from other states. We have such a big collection of those, G-Mama. I don't know if you know that. They're on a new wave of them, too. I thought they were all just called the You Are Here mugs, but apparently that's the oldest one of them that we have. Because then they went to a whole nother line, and now they're on another new line. I'm stretching so that they can just kind of keep making cups. We probably have over 20 of them, I'd say. Because they're big, and I love them. I mean, I'm not like, since we kind of started drinking coffee more, I'm using more kind of regular coffee mug size mugs that weren't getting a lot of play before, because I would always just drink out of the big ass You Are Here mugs or whatever they are. They're all stackable. You know the ones I'm talking about. Do you know the ones I'm talking about, y'all? Like, if, hold on. Does this still work? Yeah. You Are Here Disneyland mug. Yeah. So like, this the kind of mug. Like we have, we got this one and this one, or well, I don't know if we have this one. Actually, we have this one and this one. I don't know if we have this. This one might be a little older. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. These ones might be a bit older. I don't think... Maybe this is the one we have. We don't have, like... The Magic Kingdom is, I think, Disney World. I think that's what they call Disney World. Because Disneyland and California Adventure each have their own mug. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom. These are for the Florida park. But, is Comfy reading every mug now? Yo, you better believe it. I have, plans. So, like, they have them for the big cities, or the states they have them, but then they also have them for big cities. So, you know, not all the cities, certainly, but, like, a lot of the kind of major, like, I have this California mug for sure. But I also have this San Francisco mug. I'm almost certain that I have this. But there's a new, whatever the new one is, and then they get resold like crazy. Like, this costs, you know, $15 at the park, you know what I mean? But if you can't, like, go and get it, but you still want the cup, then... Oh, it's Monstro! Look at Monstro! They are cool. Yeah, so this is the You Are Here, but I think that these are... I think this is old now. This is such a tangent. Thank you all for joining me. What is the... I'm trying to see what the year is on it. What year? Manufactured. Am I crazy? I thought these had to have like a made in whatever kind of day. I don't see it unless I'm blind as a bat. I worry about you on the reading. Why? What do you say? What are you talking about? If we went to the state conference for a business club, the Nationals are being held in Anaheim. Whoa! But I have the mugs. You have New Mexico, Universal. Yeah, I love collecting these. I know, like, you know, Starbucks is not a good company and all that. I get it, but hot diggity dog, you know what I mean? Anyways, we're just little collectors. We love a collecting. Oh my god. Good night, Pen. Okay. All right, let's get back to this. Okay, you're not seriously considering the theft of this statue, are you?
No way, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm gonna go meet all my streamers since you all seem to live on the East Coast. Which ones? Not me. Oh. I was gonna say, I was like, that's the opposite one. I was like, no, me.
I wasn't thinking anything like that. I was just calculating in my head how much the statue is worth.
That sounds mighty suspicious to me. Okay, but can we not? We need to, like, examine it. It's the charred remains of a fallen ceiling fan. The West Coast.
That's just the middle.
Oh, I've seen a few of these before. They spin around and around and play music.
Believe you're thinking of a musical mobile for babies.
Yes, that's it.
But they're nothing alike.
They're totally alike. They spin those babies right round like a record.
I see. I guess I can see how you might think that. How you might think that. The safe? The safe wasn't open at the time of the fire.
You can tell because the inside wasn't burnt, right?
Yes, and thanks to this safe's fire resistance, the smuggling evidence was preserved.
Aren't safes great? They always hold the wonderful promise of treasures within.
Well, this one certainly did have a few inside. Yeah, that's right. You fired again, Patrick. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the desk? Yeah! It appears that this area was heavily damaged by the fire.
Yeah, I guess we should hurry up and get started examining everything.
Alright, let's look at the Bobbalese ink. There's a bottle of Bobbalese ink on Mr. Cochin's desk.
And it looks like there's still a lot of ink left inside.
The seal is unbroken, so the fire probably couldn't get into the bottle. Well, what kind of bottle? I feel like the ink would... Like, wouldn't it just boil over? I don't know. I don't know how science do... You know what I'm talking about? It wouldn't just, like, burn it. Speaking of bad companies, didn't that crumble cookie get caught violating minor labor laws? How? I don't... Maybe. I didn't hear about that. Grumble always see... Well, because didn't they have to change their name? They're not Crumble Cookie. They're just Crumble now. But I think that was related to what you're talking about. I think that they... I don't know if, like... Oh, my God. How could that happen? Like, in what? Like, just hiring them to work at a location? Because, like, I don't see how you could ever get away with that. Utah. Well, that's one of 6 states. But, like, I guess, I mean, is that, like, super common? I feel like if I see, you know, minors working at a location is... It's never correct or good, but sometimes you just see, like, hey, this is a family-owned restaurant or something, and the whole family is just kind of there, and the kids are kind of working. You know what I mean? They're not, like, working, but they're, like, not working either. Overworking. Oh. Not just hiring them, but okay. I see. I understand. Okay, thank you. Because I was like legitimately like, what do you mean? I don't understand. But now I understand. Okay, the seal is unbroken, blah, 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 blah.
Hey, Mr. Polito, it looks like your precious Bobbalese ink is all right after all.
What? That's all.
Hold it!
Ambassador, what do you mean by that? Well, it's just that there is something strange about the ink. Would you mind elaborating on that statement for me, please? Yeah, I'm not done yet, though. I won't rest.
So I guess embassy phones work just like normal phones, huh?
Well, what did you imagine them to look like?
I thought the balls would look like a flower, and the receiver would be a butterfly.
California, Minnesota, New Hampshire, Tennessee, Utah, and Washington. Man, that's unfortunate. No, like, that kind of thing I am always so stoked to hear is getting taken care of. Because far too often, in my humble opinion, do companies just fucking get away with stuff all the time. I think they're a bigger fish to fry than Crumble Cookie. I'm looking at you, Apple. I'm looking at you, Google. But you know. It is what it is.
That way, it looked like the butterfly receiver was sucking nectar from the flower banks.
If any country had a flower phone, it would be Alabasta, don't you think?
Oh, then maybe the phone I envisioned would have been when they were Cadopia.
There's really no point in asking me about something that never existed in the first place. Looking at you, Amazon. Yeah, Amazon. Big.
You know what you lack, Mr. Edgeworth? Curiosity and an imagination.
All right. There is only one book left standing here. Treasures of the World.
Wait, what? Let me see that. I see. The most important part was blackened by the fire. Why, cruel fate? Why?
Still haven't had any kind of Crumble Cookie. They're quite bussin', but, like, get those small size ones if you ever get one, because the big one, like, unless you're going to share it with somebody, And even then, I don't know, you might share the small ones. Jesus Louise. It looks like the map of where the treasures are located has been burnt. Yeah. It looks like a bunch of flyers with coupons attached to them.
Boss just gives away a lot of different coupons.
Busting on God for real. Yeah, they're like pretty insane.
Maybe I should create one of my own. I would call it the Great Thief Coupon.
What kind of discount would that net you?
The 5-finger kind, what else? And I'd steal an extra thing or two for the bearer.
Things such as?
Such as the truth. What else would I steal?
What I wouldn't give to have a mountain of your coupons right about now. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. You gotta try Chip. Oh, that's another cookie place? Oh my gosh. Is that only local, though? Manny Cochin. His name is written here on this nameplate.
Why would you put a nameplate with your name on it in your own office?
Suppose it's to inform people in case they walked into the wrong room by mistake.
Do you think it's because it's also there to remind you of your own name if you forgot?
Well, either way, it's never a bad thing to set a nameplate on one's desk. Yeah, Edgeworth has one too. That looks like a very comfortable chair.
Well, it doesn't look all that broken, so why don't you try sitting on it?
No, I'd better not. It's very important that we preserve the crime scene at all times.
Wait, but you're always touching all sorts of things at crime scenes.
It's because I am a prosecutor, and it's part of my job to examine things.
And my job is to be a great thief.
Which is exactly why you are not allowed to touch anything. Alright, that was a lot. Wait. Is this drawer? Ah. It appeared that the desk also fell victim to the fire.
But it doesn't look too damaged. Oh, I think we can rifle through this drawer a bit.
I suppose we really should take a look. Oh, it's one of those. Is this spot somehow connected? Wait. What? Oh, oops. This is a rather unusual shape for a notepad. Whoa, wait a minute. That's this. Oh my god. Sacramento. Man, Sacramento. We go to Sacramento twice a year for a convention and never other times because God, it sucks. It's the capital. But next time we go, we'll take a think about it. Do a gallon of sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Man, I don't like sweet tea. I don't like sweet tea of any variety. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you this if that disappoints you. I don't like my tea sweetened at all, ever. This must be another souvenir from somewhere. That's pretty important. Yeah, deduce it. What? Why is it like... It's like getting stuck. Maybe that's on purpose. Spot connected.
Eureka!
The shape of this notepad. It matches the shape of the note we found.
Hey, you're right. What is it? It looks like something straight out of Monument Valley.
Oh, yes, that notepad is a souvenir from somewhere in your country. We've been collecting them for the purpose of studying them, you see. Yes, I do. You do seem to be quite passionate about it. Oh, would you like to see my souvenir collection? I'd love to show it to you. Are you sure they haven't been burnt to a crisp by the fires? Ambassador Poleno, I wonder if you might recognize the handwriting on this note. My poor southern heart. I know, I'm sorry, Train. This looks like Manny's handwriting. I see, in that case.
Oh, did you figure something out?
This note was found in Alabasta. Specifically, it was found being firmly grasped by the murdered Damask II.
Damask II? Then this note...
Yes, it was a request from Mr. Cochin for Damask II to steal the Prima Duck statue. What? Manny tried to steal the Alabasta Prima Duck statue? We would know for sure if we could run a handwriting analysis. Ambassador, do you have any documents that would handwritten by Mr. Cochin? Yes, I can gather a few and give them to you. I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe later to run the analysis. I can't believe that Manny would even think of doing something like this. Do you have any ideas as to why he would have requested the theft of the statue? There is one possibility, but mind you, it's just my personal speculation. Anything you can tell me would be of great help, Ambassador. Yeah, now let's... What is left here? Well... Okay, I don't... Whatever. That's not going to tell me anything.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Now then, Ambassador, I'd like to ask you about your movements before the fire broke out. Before the fire? Which fire are you talking about? Which one? Was there more than one tonight? Huh? Oh, I see. I guess you didn't hear about it. We had 2 fires here at the Bobolese Embassy tonight. What a bother all of that was. Bother's not really the word I would choose, but alright. There are a couple more, but I don't want to get too specific. Well, we got, I mean, our like, general location is, in the P.O. box, so it's not exactly a secret, that part. But yeah, we're in the, Sacramento is technically part of the San Francisco Bay Area, I think. But I think that sort of also depends on, like, who you ask, because it's pretty far away, from me. But, like, we're in the SF Bay Area, baby.
Wait, but the only fire we know about is one after the Jammin' Ninja show.
Oh, well, the first occurred at the start of the Jammin' Ninja show. Luckily, only the 4th and 5th floors of our embassy caught on fire. Not wanting to cause a panic among the theater-goers, we decided to keep it internal. Then the fire after the Jammin' Ninja show was the second one of the night. Exactly. So the fire I witnessed was the second one. Come to think of it, didn't Detective Bad make reference to the first fire? When was this photo taken? Apparently right after the fires on the 4th and 5th floors were put out. Ah, suppose this means that the photo was taken just after the first fire was put out. Ah, okay. Okay.
So then, what was the extent of the damage in the second fire?
The second fire was contained to this floor, the 3rd floor. I think it was leftover embers from the fire on the floors above it that caused it. That's, how should I put this, a very bad stroke of luck. My office on the 5th floor, Manny's office here, and Manny himself all gone in the blink of an eye.
2 fires broke out in Babal today.
I feel so sorry for you, Mr. Polino.
Oops, look at me going on and on. Now then, what was it you wanted to ask again? We were discussing what actions and whereabouts for today, what yours were for today. And if you happen to know what? And if you happen to know what Mr. Cochin's actions and whereabouts were as well. Yes, very well. Let's see, I've been quite busy all day from morning until now. First I woke up and then brushed my teeth. After that, I had a roll for breakfast. Fascinating. How about if you just skip to the relevant parts for me? Oh, you'd like a condensed version. All right, I can do that for you.
All right, hell yeah. All right, we're going to question this guy. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break and run a quick ad. But, question of the day. I'm going to get more tea. I'm out of tea already. Question of the day is, what's your favorite type of souvenir? That's not how you spell souvenir. Souvenir. What's your favorite type of souvenir? I'll be right back. If I return before the game, before the ad runs is over, then I will wait for you all. I'll wait for it to end. I'll be right back. I love you all. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, hello. What's that? I've got something on my face. That's crazy. Boop. Hell yeah. What do we got as far as answers? I'm gonna munch on this handful of chips. Magnets or those drink glasses you can put in the freezer that freeze over without ice. Wait, what? What do you mean? Just like glass mugs, or what are you talking about? I know some people do that. They like, if they're, I think historically alcohol, like beer drinkers, they'll put like those frosted mugs in the, is that what you're talking about? Coffee mugs, I have to be sneaky when getting them. Or I have to get rid of one as the one in, one out rule. Oh no. Man. I've had to do that. Cozy doesn't sort of decree things like that on me, but like, I definitely, we had too many board games at one point. And so I have a self-imposed, like, I can't be getting board games unless I get rid of them. Snow globes are fun too. Okay. I still have some chips. Ow. Yeah, we like mugs. We like ornaments, Christmas ornaments. Like, if we go to, anytime we go to Disneyland, we try to come back with an ornament. And that's fun. And, there's like a third thing. Well, I mean, we collect other stuff too, but not like souvenir stuff. We definitely collect, like, you know, anime figures. But you can't get that at Disneyland. You can bribe him? Hell yeah. Yeah, I know we, in the last, what am I trying to say? In the last, like, 6 months or so, I forget when exactly, but at some point in the last 6 months, I did a big purge of all of our mugs. Because some of the stuff in there, we like inherited it from, you know, people that used to live in this apartment, or, it's just something random that, like, we haven't even thought about in a very long time. And I'm like, we don't need to be holding on to this for just no reason. Talk about weeb shit. I'm an anime boy on the internet, Crimson. It's in my blood. Alright. Let's investigate this man. Alright, what are your morning activities, bud? So what did Mr. Cochin and you do this morning? It's so loud in my ears. Okay. Ah, well, originally we were supposed to meet and shake hands with the Jammin' Ninja. But Manny and I wanted to turn it into a photo op, so we were here tidying up his office. You helped Mr. Cochin's, clean Mr. Cochin's office. Why were you not cleaning your own? Get the lame ones. This is a holder spot. That's good. That's smart. They're undergoing renovations, which is why both the Prima Duck statue and the Bobolese knife set are down here. I see. Oh, but the tidying didn't take much, really. Okay, so hold on. I kind of skipped over that, but his office on the 5th floor is undergoing renovations. Okay, but the tidying didn't take much, really. We just burned some files we no longer needed and expired coupons in the fireplace.
I bet cleaning up the fireplace must have been a real pain, though, huh?
Oh, about that. I kind of forgot to clean the ashes out. Ha ha ha! I guess I'm up a creek without Maddie here to get angry at me.
Hold it!
An ambassador like yourself is on the receiving end of a secretary's anger. Oh, he was very good at being mad. Even just this morning he got mad at me. I spilled some Bobolese ink onto the back wall when I was burning the files, you see. And he got mad at me, saying that I should treat the ink with more respect. Talk about the boss getting bossed around. Yeah, that's about it for what we did this morning. Just some cleaning. Don't tell me you had no other work to do, being an ambassador and all here. Afternoon activities. Learning evidence. Now then, if you could tell me what you and Mr. Cochin did this afternoon. Well, Maddie and I went down together to the Theatrum Neutralis. We had to be there for the start of the Steel Samurai stage show. After the show started, I went back to my office on the 5th floor alone.
So they were together until the start of the Steel Samurai show. A little while later, after I had straightened myself up a bit, I returned to the theater. Excuse me, because I was to take part in the photo op on stage at the end of the show. There was a commemorative photo op at the end.
All those chips made me bark. Guest bed made for parents' arrival. Yeah, I see. Hell yeah. Is that happening? When are they? Is that today? Okay.
It was a fantastic photo of the three of us, Ambassador Alba, the Steel Samurai, and myself. After the photo shoot, I went back to my office on the 5th floor.
Hold on, wait a minute. Well, I don't have that photo anymore. Oh well. I guess it's fine. They come tomorrow. How long? For the weekend? Are you excited? These are your parents' parents. Not your parents-in-law. I know you. I feel like I remember you having trouble with the mother-in-law. In the past.
To prepare for my handshake photo op with the Jamming Ninja.
He seems to be rather overworked for an ambassador.
When I got to my office, there was the first fire broke out, and I escaped down the stairs. My office was completely destroyed, but thankfully no one was hurt. I admit I ran away from the first fire as fast as my legs could carry me. But during the second one, I pitched in and helped the embassy staff put it out.
So you didn't see Mr. Cochin again until after the start of the Steel Samurai show?
Yes, that's right. The next time I saw him, he was laying there in an eternal sleep.
I see. Ambassador Poleno, I thank you very much for your help.
I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance, Mr. Edgeworth. Is there anything else? Please, if there's anything else, please don't hesitate to ask, all right?
Mr. Cochin's ink.
I wonder if you might tell me
about what you noticed about Mr. Cochin's bottle of ink.
I just thought of it right now, but during the second fire, Manny was worried about his office, so he came rushing back to it. I called out to him, and when I received no reply, I used my spare key to open the door. But when I did, I was greeted by a roaring green flames. The flames were so big, I wasn't able to see into the room at all.
Hold it!
The fire was green? What was the cause? Well, wit crystal oil burns green when it's lit, as you can see by this lantern that I just happen to have.
Trouble with mother-in-law seems common. It's sort of a stereotypical thing to deal with, but I think the reason that it is a stereotypical thing is because it happens in the real world so often and regularly. But I have stuff to do today, so I figured I'd use a jump start. Hell yeah! My mother and stepdad, I call him dad though. I'm excited. I love spending time with my mom, but only a couple days is usually plenty. Yeah, I don't think I feel like more than a half day with either of my folks is plenty. And thankfully, that's typically all we ever do for the holidays. We all get tired and we're like, let's go home now. It's great. We have very small holidays. And Bobbly's ink is made from the same oil, which means it would also burn green.
You know, I too had thought that it was Manny's ink that had caught on fire. So that's why I was surprised to find there was still a bottle of ink left on his desk.
The case of the perplexing green flames. Talk about a mystery.
What exactly was the cause of the fire in here? Job for Damask 2.
I believe you said you might have an idea as to why Mr. Cochin hired Damask 2. Actually, I fear it may be my fault. As I was telling you earlier, we were to determine which statue was the real one as a part of today's event.
But because of the Yatagarasu and the fire here, that got cancelled, didn't it?
I'm actually relieved the rest of the event has been cancelled. For you see, Babal's statue, well, it's just a replica.
And did Mr. Cochin know that about Babal's Prima Duck statue?
Of course he knew. That's why he was the only person I could consult with. We'd have to do something once our statue was revealed as a replica. As to be expected, I was very nervous today, as this would impact our country's authority.
Yes, I understand.
Well, when I told Manny my concerns, he said, "Let me handle it. It'll be all right. I'll find a way to make sure you're the ambassador of the reunited Catopia."
Well, that's pretty damning testimony.
At the time, I thought he was just trying to cheer me up. But when I saw that note, I realized he was serious. Mr. Cochin conducted a lot of business behind your back. I assume he did all that to ensure that you are the next Cadopian ambassador. But why was he trying so hard, I wonder? He was so much better at getting things done than I ever was or will be. I don't have an answer yet as to why he was trying so hard, but I suspect he had an ulterior motive in mind beyond just simple kindness. Whoa, here you are, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's Gumshoe!
Detective Gumshoe, have you collected the information that I requested? Yep, got it right here, sir. Here you go, Kay. Feel free to take a look. It's for you, after all.
What is all this, Gummy?
It's all the information on this room that I got from the embassy and Interpol people. Now we know exactly how this room was before and after the fire.
Hydrate, you got it.
Good work, Detective. Oh, it was nothing, sir. I'm an expert at getting people to talk.
Wow, you two remind me so much of my father and Uncle Bad.
What do you mean?
As prosecutor and detective, your dynamic is just like theirs back in the day.
Edgeworth doesn't like that.
Well, don't you worry. I'm going to find my own wonderful partner someday. And when I do, I'm going to become a good Yatagarasu, just like my father, right?
Please don't ask me questions to which I have no answers to, Kay. However, I can say that it is truly a wonderful thing to find a partner you can trust.
You bet. So what now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, I'd like to ask you for a favor.
Yes?
That gadget, Mr. Thief, is it? That thing you call your secret weapon.
Oh, you mean Little Thief? Haha, you're coming to rely on it, aren't you?
Hold it.
I don't need a crutch like that. I'm only asking for it because I need it for the investigation. From the information Detective Gumshoe gathered and the ambassador's testimony, I'd like you to please recreate this room as it was during the third floor fire.
You got it! All right, here we go. Dark skies of evening with no other bird test take wing. Oh, I will sing! Now witness the true power of a real modern day Ramadan! Ba-ba-ba-ba-boo-boo-boo-boo.
Little thief. I feel like this was touted as like one of the game's biggest, mainest features, and I think we only use it twice in the whole game. It seems there are other things besides the ambassador. It seems that there are other things besides what the ambassador mentioned that have changed. It's possible that we might find the escape route for the person Kay saw used as well.
Oh, what is this? Is this some sort of light show I was not told about?
This is the power of a true vigilante. It's recreating the room with the info I inputted.
Really? That is certainly one interesting device you have there, Miss Faraday. Ahem, I believe it's about time we return to our investigation.
Yeah, dude. All right. Okay, that's some broken fan. Let's look at the statue.
So by this time, the primitive statues had already been swapped, right?
They must have been, as this one is covered in soot.
What lousy timing, and just as the two countries were about to become friends again, too. It would have been better if I had stolen it for them, than for it to get caught up in that fire.
Okay, I think I understand your sentiment.
However, if you were to engage in theft, I can't look the other way, right?
You could please stop stealing my lines.
All right, Edgeworth, if you could please stop being so heckin' predictable all the time.
It looks like one of the Bubbly's knives was already missing before the fire began.
So it would seem, especially since the other two knives' handles were burned away.
The remaining handle was swapped out with the handle from the real murder weapon. And Babal's national treasure was stolen. Poor Babal, don't you think?
I'm not sure I would lump the replica statue in with the rest of Babal's woes. Okay. What about the fire? These must have been the large green flames Ambassador Poleno saw.
With flames like these, it's no wonder he couldn't get in.
Okay, by the time you came into this room, had the fire already been put out?
Yeah, the fire died out, or something, by that time.
Then this fire in here only burned from the time the fire started on the third floor until the Yatagarasu appeared and caused a stir in Babal, I suppose.
I guess Mr. Poleno was just lucky enough to run into this fire as it was burning, huh?
Yes, you could put it that way, and since you were the first to discover the body, we can assume that no one else entered the room until that time. No one other than the person you were chasing, of course.
I knew it! That person I saw was definitely up to no good. I mean, that person could even be Mr. Cochin's killer!
That is very likely to be the case. After all, that person came into this room before you, and must have chosen this room precisely because they knew no one would be in here.
Okay, then maybe the green fire was where it was to prevent anyone to come,
Okay, then maybe the green fire was where it was.
to prevent anyone from coming in.
Like they put it there on purpose.
But then, what did the person set on fire to make the green flames?
Well, whatever it was that the person burned, it made a rather sizable fire.
And since the fire's green, well, we've seen something that burns green, right? It's a bit tinier than these flames, but you get what I mean.
Yes, and I do believe that what you are thinking is exactly why these flames are green. Which fire related? Yeah, I mean, it's the ink. I know it's the ink. I know.
Take that!
Come on. The source of the green flames and these flames are related to this.
Oh, really?
Wait. What? What do you mean? What are you asking me? Oh, okay. The answer, the green flame, it's the same as that other flame. What? What, is it just the lantern? You just asking me about the lantern?
Take that!
That's so dumb. Alright. The silhouette lantern. Its green flame comes from the wit crystal oil it's burning.
Yeah, that's the fire I was thinking of, too. I love the green it gives off.
I think we've now established that the green flames were caused by the wit crystal oil. Furthermore, we know that there is only one other thing made from wit crystal oil.
Oh, you mean the thing Mr. Bolito was mistaken about, right?
Yes, precisely. As we found out earlier in our investigation. What? I don't get it. Can you fill me in, sir? Fine, I suppose. Alright. I'll explain it in a way that even you can understand, you fucking stupid idiot. This is the thing made from wit. Yeah, okay. Alright, now it's the ink.
Take that!
Take it to the bank, Gumshoe. Make a deposit. Make a withdrawal. Give me the money from it. Bobbly's ink is made from wit crystal oil. Oh, so it should burn the same color as the flames in the lantern, right? Yes, precisely. However, the green flames in this room were not from a bottle of Bobbly's ink.
Because we found the ink Mr. Cochin used on his desk, right?
Yes, however, we know that Mr. Cochin was smuggling the ink in massive quantities. Now, what do you suppose he made using all that ink? I believe what he made with that ink is the answer to what gave birth to the green flames.
Oh, yeah, I'm beginning to really feel the energy coming from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
But she wasn't even there when they talked about it. It's just like, just tell him. Just fill him in. It would appear that I finally found it. The smuggling ring's real goal. Made of Bobbly's ink, this is the source of the green flames. Well, is it just, like, the smuggling documents? Well, what are you saying to me right now? I feel like a lot of times I'm like, yeah, I feel like I understand, and then I just don't. And it's like, what are we doing? A Molotov cocktail? Probably not. That would explode. There'd be glass everywhere. Okay. The real source of the green flames. Made of Bobbly's ink. Oh, the counterfeit bills. Oh.
Take that!
That's right. I forgot about that. They haven't been mentioned yet today. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. All right. What would consume that great of a volume of ink to make? That would be the counterfeit bills that the smuggling ring made and are circulating in Zhengfa.
You're kidding! You're saying that it was Mr. Cochin who made the counterfeit bills?
I am, and I believe you could go so far as to say that he stole Babal's printing press. Ambassador, Mr. Cochin had permission to freely use the printing press, correct? Why, yes, I do remember seeing him use it in the middle of the night. But never did I think he was using it for such a foul deed. Ambassador, because of your secretary's crimes, you will need to be investigated as well. Oh, yes, I suppose so. We've caused quite a bit of trouble for a few countries, haven't we? It's my duty to search out all who shielded Mr. Cochin and concealed his crime. For they are the ones who started the fire in order to destroy the evidence. Counterfeit bills. Okay. There's a lot to... Okay, this clock. This grandfather clock. It was apparently in a different position before the fire. According to staff members, the clock was flush against the wall before the fire, sir.
which means that most likely it was moved by someone during the fire.
Speaking of which, it's totally 11 o'clock now, but I didn't hear any chiming.
Ah, that's odd. It was still chiming right on the dot of every hour until this morning. Maybe the fire damaged its internal mechanisms or something.
Ambassador Poleno, maybe take a look inside that clock.
Sure, go right on ahead.
If Gumshoe, if you could please inspect the insides of this clock.
Yes, sir, I'm on it.
Do it, baby.
Mr. Edgeworth, I found this inside, sir.
It looks like a length of wire, so this is what caused the clock to stop chiming. But what was a long length of wire doing inside this clock in the first place? It is a wire.
Why would someone do this to such a valuable clock?
It sounds like it wasn't Mr. Poleno that put the wire in there.
But perhaps it was Mr. Cochin's killer who did. Maybe. I don't know. What about this?
So Babal is really into pushing their tourism industry, huh?
Yes, it would appear that way.
You know, I'd really love to take a trip. Hey, why don't we take one after this case?
Do you already have a destination in mind?
Well, ideally, I'd like to go somewhere where I can continue my thief training.
Well, if you want to learn the fine art of stealth, perhaps you should visit the studio where they make the Jammin' Ninja TV show.
Hey, that's actually a really great idea, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't believe she took me seriously. Well, you said it so seriously, bud. A fireplace, huh? So Babal's offices have them too.
Two?
There is a fireplace in relatively the same location in the Alabastian office. However, we found something there that I'd rather not recall ever again. Still can't believe we found that undershirt in the fireplace.
If it was that traumatizing, why don't you try creating new memories with this fireplace? You could climb inside and we could play hide and seek.
Come out covered in soot, I think not.
Ah, you really have no sense of fun, Mr. Edgeworth.
Alright. Alright. What about the... But I want to look at that, though. Okay. What about the window? What about the window?
You can see the...
Alabastian embassy through this window.
So where were you when you were investigating over there, Mr. Edgeworth?
You can see it from here. I was on the 5th floor. That's where Damask II was killed.
What? You don't mean the Master Damask II? Aw, poor guy. As a fellow second-generation thief, I can't just turn a blind eye to this.
Even though Damask II was merely an imposter of the original. What about the chair? That looks like a very comfortable chair.
Well, it doesn't look all that broken, so why don't you try sitting on it?
Hydrate, you got it. No, I'd better not. It's very important that we preserve the crime scene at all times.
Wait, but you're always...
We already read all this. It's the same dialogue. Okay. The Seifu. I already read the safe. I'm surprised that this doesn't seem to be... Detective, you took part in the initial Babal investigation, right?
Yep, sure did. I also helped out put both fires out, sir. But that first fire took me by surprise. I had a tough time escaping the 5th floor. First, I tried the elevator, but I guess someone else had the same idea, because it was in use. If I had remembered to use the stairs at that point, I'd have been burnt to a crisp.
Wait, that's odd. We always warn our staff that in case of a fire, it's dangerous to use the elevator. Oh?
Maybe someone wrote it in a fit of panic.
Detective, did you see the Yatagarasu that came into the Babalese embassy at all?
I didn't personally. And the other staff members told me that they never got a good look at the person either, sir.
I wonder if you could tell me a bit more about what you discovered, Detective. Yeah!
The second fire broke out around the time the Yatagarasu was spotted in Alabast. That's also when a suspicious person was spotted in Babal, which caused some panic.
Hold it!
So no one was able to get a good look at this Yatagarasu that entered Babal?
Yeah, all they saw was a mysterious person wearing a long coat. But that's not enough to make a positive ID, you know.
Still, it was enough to make the people who received the calling card panic even more.
A person in a long coat sounds like the exact person I saw.
The Yatagarasu that appeared in Alabast was proven to be just a fabrication, a shadow. In light of that fact, the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babal is also suspect.
You can't be serious! Not when we're this close to capturing the fake. I mean, Callisto, you.
So the Yatagarasu appeared, caused mass confusion, killed Mr. Cochin, then disappeared.
what you saw? By the way, Detective, why did you not chase after the Yatagarasu?
I did. Well, this embassy is huge, sir. I got separated from the other staff members I was with and was lost for a while there.
Hold it!
You didn't even memorize the layout of the building you were to guard, Detective.
Eek! I'll be sure to do that from now on, sir. But you know, it was thanks to me being lost that I was able to come to Kay's rescue.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yeah, it was when I was lost and wandering around in the third floor hallways, sir. When I heard a scream, I headed towards it right away.
Oh, that's probably from when I found Mr. Cochin's body.
She smiles happily.
I saw a dead guy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought it sounded like her, so I got real worried and ran as fast as I could.
And it was thanks to Gummy that Mr. Sheena wasn't able to take me away. He covered for me until you got here, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, I see. So he can be useful once in a blue moon.
Still, it's too bad that Agent Sheena got here before I did.
I wonder where Agent Sheena was before you found her here.
Well, just before I got to this room, I saw her coming out of the room next door.
Interesting, Ka.
Agent Sheena mentioned something about chasing the Yatagarasu herself earlier.
Well, she apparently helped in putting out the first fire.
We'll read that like a human being.
Then, during the second fire, I heard she was busy chasing the Yatagarasu.
She seems to be a very dedicated agent. You would do well to learn from her.
Why are you pointing at me when you say that, sir?
We've examined everything in this office, but there is one thing that bothers me. Perhaps I should ask Ambassador Peleno about it. Ambassador Peleno, there was something I'd like to ask you about.
Yes?
About this office, it appears to me to be very similar to Ambassador Alba's office. For example, the location of the fireplace and the position of the grandfather clock.
Ah, that's right. You've also paid a visit to the Alabastian side of the embassy. Our two embassies actually used to be one.
Yes, I know. Even the pamphlet mentioned that.
Which is why the building is bilaterally symmetrical. So no matter which room, the location of the fireplace and the like are exactly the same. Even where the art is located is the same, as my room is currently under renovation. We worked hard to make Manny's room look like the ambassador's office.
You mean for your handshake photo op with the Jammin' Ninja?
Yes, that's right. I mean, what's a photo like that worth if it's not taking in an ambassador's office, right?
Yet another odd expression of Babal's obsessively competitive spirit with Alabast, I take it. Thank you, Ambassador. That piece of information is all I needed to connect the dots.
Connect what dots? Well, anyway, I'm glad I was able to be of some help.
Okay. So... Okay, Ambassador Alba's fireplace. Okay, bilateral okay, so yeah, let's deduce that the fireplace also goes buck crazy. Yeah, baby! The Alabastian and Babalee sides of the building are symmetrical to each other. And as we know that to be a fact, oh my god, this I can't read. Then this room's fireplace may also hide a secret passageway.
A secret passageway?
In Alabast, the fireplace turned out to have a revolving back wall.
A revolving wall? Sounds like something out of a ninja house.
Wow, there was a trick like that built into the fireplace, sir?
What? This embassy holds that kind of secret? There seems to be a lot about this room that you don't know about, Ambassador.
I guess it's time to pay the bill for letting Manny do so much work for me. Please, I really want to know about the real Manny and what you know about this room.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Agreed. And though my first thought is that it's likely the killer used the revolving fireplace. Examine it more. It looks like
just another fireplace, though, doesn't it? So how do you turn it again?
In Alabast, I had to push where the X was on the far wall of the fireplace.
Oh, I see an X back there, sir. Let's see what happens when I push it. Ah, you scared me, sir.
There is something about this fireplace that lies in contradiction to the facts.
Huh? But we found an X where you thought there'd be one, right?
We did, but that's not what I was referring to. Something is missing from this scene. What does this contradiction mean for us? I won't rest until I've spotted every nook and cranny. All I see inside this fireplace is starter wood.
Huh? That's odd. I That doesn't match up with what Mr. Polano said earlier.
What is the meaning of this contradiction? Yeah, let's deduce it. Do I have evidence of that? Yeah. Ambassador Polano, you said that you burned some old files in this fireplace today, correct? Yes, I burned quite a few files this morning, actually. And after you did, you forgot to clean out the ashes from the fireplace, correct? That's right, but why are you asking? And why are you making such a scary face? I'm sorry, I admit that I'm a bit intimidating when I'm serious. In any case, take a good look at this fireplace and tell me what you find odd about it. Let's see. Huh? Where did all the ashes go?
Hydrate. Alex, you got a one-track mind, baby. I'll do it, though. I love a tea.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't really think that Ambassador Polano is lying, do you?
No, there is no reason for him to lie. He's a good boy. And I don't believe this testimony is wrong either. It is the fireplace that is causing the contradiction. Okay, I wonder if you might update the fireplace data for me.
You got it! I'll add in the ashes from the burnt files and... Sounds like we pretty much figured out everything now, huh?
Well, it was nothing. All I did was follow where our leads led us.
Oh, I said to coming on! You're about to dazzle us again, right?
Oh, you mean that? Well, it's what Mr. Edgeworth is known for, you know.
There is really no need for you two to dance around the name of what I'm about to do. Do I need to investigate it again? Yeah. Well, it's different now. You said I need to check it again. Nah, don't lie to me. The ashes Ambassador Polano left here have disappeared. If we follow this piece of information leads, we should begin to see the truth. Oh, just deducing it? Oh, well, okay. I mean, I can deduce shit. Missing ashes, revolving fireplace used. The reason as to why the ashes are missing is simple.
It's not because someone cleaned them up, right?
No, because even if someone did sweep them up, the fireplace is too clean for that. Ambassador Polano said he spilled some Bobolese ink while he was burning the files. And yet, I don't know how he could possibly do that, just by the way, just as, you know, an aside. And yet, there was not a trace of the spilled ink on the back wall anywhere.
Well then, I don't know what happened.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. The two sides were switched. By using the revolving fireplace wall, the ashes were moved into the neighboring room, which means that this is a clear indication that the fireplace was used.
Scooby-Doo. Then you mean the person I was chasing?
Disappeared from this room through there? Yes, I believe the person you are in pursuit of is Mr. Cochin's killer. And after committing the murder, escaped through the fireplace.
Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, you figured out the killer's escape route.
I have, but this is only the beginning. Now we have to chase the killer down. Was it Sheena? Might have been Sheena. The killer used the fireplace in this room to escape into the next, and it's only logical for us to talk with the person who is in the neighboring room.
Well, the person that was in the next room was... Whoa, it was that person, sir.
Yes, Detective Agent Sheena. Hell yeah! Gamers. Let's go, gamers. We did it.
It's looking more and more like Miss Sheena is the killer, isn't it?
Let's not jump to conclusions yet. We need to go through what we know so far. She came running straight into this room from the next one and instantly accused you. Furthermore, she claimed that it could only have been you that killed Mr. Cochin. I don't have any proof yet. However, I know she is hiding something from us.
Okay then, why don't we go ask Miss Sheena herself?
No, not yet. There's something that needs to be done first. Detective Gumshoe.
Sir, is it my turn to do something, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I have a two-part special assignment for you. First, I need you to run a handwriting analysis on Damask 2's note.
Okay, I'll get the lab boys on that right away.
Second, I want you to see if you can fit through the revolving fireplace wall.
Right now, sir.
Icy Soul, hello, how are you?
No, next decade. Of course now. We need to test our hypothesis first, don't we?
Go on, Gubby, you can do it.
All right, I'm gonna do it like the real man. Here I go, through the fireplace and back.
How are you, Icy Soul? You shouldn't need to psych yourself up that much for such a simple task, Detective.
Wow, the wall inside the fireplace really did turn.
There's a coupon in there.
That's so neat. Now I want to try going through there too.
There really is a secret passageway through there. I had no idea.
Sleepy? Oh no. Did you just wake up? It would appear that the ash really was pushed into the other room. Furthermore, the Bobbley's ink you spilled, Ambassador, is there on the back wall.
Okay, here I go, sir.
Hold it!
Detective, I'd like you to go through there under the same conditions as the killer.
Huh? But there's all that ash and stuff.
And your point is, now we're short on time, so if you could please hurry on through.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we pretty much have the whole picture, right?
No, not yet. There remains a few more mysteries to solve. You new to stream, what's your favorite crime? Such as the Yatagarasu's whereabouts, the other smuggling ring members, the 2 weapons that made it across the border, the key Ms. Yu stole 7 years ago. In fact, we haven't figured out a thing regarding how Ms. Yu is related to these embassies.
Mr. Edgeworth!
A number of pieces connect in a very complicated way in this case. It's almost enough to make one completely mentally exhausted.
What are you saying, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought you were the one who said it's easy if you followed the leads.
Humph. Was that supposed to be an impression of me, Kay?
If it's info gathering you need, Gummy and I can help with that. Then all you'd have to do is show off your fancy-smancy logical deductions.
What's your favorite crime? That's right. Show off? Does it sound like I'm being boastful when I do that?
Let's not overcomplicate matters, okay, Mr. Edgeworth? We've been so focused like a laser, only on what seems strange and out of place. It's no wonder nothing's clicked and we haven't unlocked anything yet. But if we think things through calmly, the answer should come to us.
Kay.
That's the sort of thing I say to myself when I'm practicing how to unlock padlocks, you know.
That is something that I hope practice doesn't make perfect for your sake.
Ha ha ha! Yay! Looks like you're back to your straight-laced self again.
For legal reasons.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back, sir.
Yes, I can see that. Good work, Detective.
Cough, cough, cough. Looks like you could use the fireplace as like a door, sir.
Are you alright, Gummy?
I'm okay. It's just a bit of ash and dust, that's all.
Your jacket has gotten quite filthy. I see the hem has practically turned black.
Yeah, well, quite a bit of the unburned ink got on it, sir.
I see. Thank you, Detective. You did a fine job. I'll even pay the cleaning bill for the trench coat.
What? Oh, no, sir, I could never. This is just my old coat, sir. If it was a coat I actually cared about, then I'd get it clean, but you know.
I see. Very well, then, as you wish. I won't.
Hell yeah, good to see you, Icy.
So because Gummy was able to climb through the fireplace, we know it can be used, right?
Yes, but that's not all we learned. We actually learned one other important fact.
And that is?
I will have to explain it to you later, when you're older. Right now, we need to deal with the handwriting analysis. Detective Gumshoe.
Yes, sir, I'll be back before you know it.
Woo! He just said, whoop. The handwriting analysis on Mr. Cochin's handwriting will take a bit of time. Let's just go and wait in the Theatrum Neutralis, along with Agent Lang and Agent Sheena.
To be continued. Well, beans.
That happened so suddenly.
I guess that's it for today, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Oh my goodness. We are going ham. Hell yeah. All right. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out. Today. Baby. This crime has so many moving parts. I don't know how much is left of this game, but I am so excited to get to the next game. Let's have music happen. Okay, there's music. All right. All right, babies. Ham. I like bacon. We're going ham. This is what burgers are supposed to be. Thank you all so much for hanging out today. We are going to find someone to raid. But in the meantime, I have a few things I would like to share with you. We have the throne. Or sorry, no, I went in backwards order. We have the card. It's a one-stop shop to all things Comfy Catboy. If you want to find any of my socials, that is the best place to do it. I gotta go to twitch.tv. We got the link to my YouTube channels. We got the link to the Discord. We got my throne, actually. I would love for you to check all those ding dang things out. Hell yeah. Ooh. Let me see. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, let's raid this person. They're playing Coral Island, which I really like a lot. And then, as always, we are now over 200 subscribers. I think Star subscribed with 5 or 6 people. So that's crazy. That's banana sandwiches, but I will never say no. I love you all to pieces. We're gonna raid Gurichi. They're playing Coral Island. If you are a subscriber, we got our raid message. You can copy and paste that. And I'll be back next week. Maybe we'll finish this case by then. I'm not sure though. We'll have to see. Hopefully. I don't know. I'll have to see how many sort of sections are left. Plan it out accordingly. I love you all to pieces. I will see you next time, babies. Have a good day. Boop, 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 boop.